want you to listen to this woman that says that she refused to do 50-50 in a relationship. I want you to pay attention to her, pay attention to her hand as well in this particular exchange. Let's go ahead and roll that.
It's not a whole lot of equally yoked men out here.
Really?
You got these 50-50 men out here. You got these men, what you bring to the table. You got these men that's very sassy.
I love this.
Yeah, you got these men who ain't men. So yeah, it ain't a whole lot of equally yoked, nothing going on right now.
So does 50-50, going 50-50 with a woman, does that make you less of?
Absolutely. I would never, ever in my life 50-50 do what? Excuse me? No way.
Well, what makes you worthy of 100% of the take?
Because I bring 110%. And I ain't speaking of money. I'm speaking of energy. I'm speaking of being that helpmate. I'm speaking of that one that's going to speak life into you, that's going to hold you down, that's going to encourage you, that's going to work beside you. But I'm not bringing half to the table. I'm not paying half of the bills. I'm not paying half of the bill. Okay? And I don't think a man is a man if he expects that from a woman.
Just based off of the look of that woman, she is at least 40. At least. You look at her hands, she's not married. But she says she refused to do 50-50. So you're paying 100% of your bills right now, 100% of them. And you don't want to reduce the payments of those bills by 50%. I mean, like I said, I'm not the greatest mathematician in the world, but if I can have a reduction in bills, that means more money in my pocket, even if it is 50%. The gentleman asked, well, what do you bring to the table to warrant 100%? And her answer was, I can hold him down. I'll be his helpmeet. I encourage him. I do this, I do that. And if you really listen to what she's saying, so basically all you bring to the table is a motivational speaker.
It matters. Greatness doesn't rest, and neither do you.
He can hire somebody to motivational speak to him. He can get a therapist that focuses on motivational speaking and speaking life. And
Go! What are we doing? You've been grinding all day. Now finish strong. This house ain't
he can
gonna
hire
fix
somebody
itself.
for that. If all you quote unquote bring to the table is motivational speaking, you bring nothing. And hence why you don't have a ring on your hand, because you don't bring anything. See, they don't like that what you bring to the table question is because they don't have a defined answer for it. See, some of them feel that, well, just because of who I am and the body parts I carry, that should be enough.
You look good doing all that.
Just trying to keep the place standing.
You keep me standing too.
And it's not enough. It's not enough. A man could do fine without a woman. He sure can. Just like women say they can do fine without a man. Men want to be with women. And yes, access to the body and all that is part of it. But it's way more to life than just that portion of it. It's way more to life than just motivational speaking.
You are strong. Yes, Lord. You are called to more. You can't get tired.
Like, how's your overall attitude? What kind of person are you? Are you going to be a good mother? Are you a clean person? How's your credit score? Do you like to keep a clean house? Are you dirty? Because you may look that way in public like you're looking, but in your household, you got clothes on the floor from the door all the way to your bedroom. You understand what I'm saying? It's way more to a woman that's just motivational speaking. That's part of it. And if you're too above assisting your man in y'all house, let's call it what it is. Most Americans can't afford that. Now, some can, but the majority, average Americans right now, this economy, cannot afford for the man to pay all the bills. And I'm going to tell you about that. Okay, he pays all the bills. Okay, cool. Eventually, if you just paying all the bills, then he going to have certain say-so that you don't want him to have. On top of that, you may start resenting him because he's doing what he's doing and you just sitting in the house, not doing much or nothing. And you want to say, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that or whatever, but what would be the reason? Because he's paying all the bills, right? So it just don't make economic sense. Now, if the man say, hey, if I make him enough money, I'll definitely pay all the bills and he's cool with that and that's y'all arrangement, then no problem with me at all. You know me, y'all relationship is your relationship, not mine. But to get your bills reduced down to 50%, that's a win already. And I don't understand this, I don't want to do this. Wait a minute. In relationships, you do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? If you got to help out with the household, then you help out. It's no problem. A lot of men that say, well, shoot, you can just help me out with the smaller bills and whatever those smaller bills may be. And I'll get the bigger bills like the rent, car notes, and insurance and, car insurance and anything big. I'll pay that. Then if you could pay the smaller bills. Because I've been on both sides of the spectrum. I've been on, hey, we working together, and hey, I got it all. I've been on both sides of it. And I think both sides of it shouldn't even come into play until the dude recognizes that he want to marry you. But your attitude that you have, ma'am, you're not going to get anybody to do that because you have a nasty attitude. You're above helping your man. And the only thing that warrants him to kill himself working all day is you motivational speaking to him. That's not an equal trade-off. If anything, you say, hey, let's work together so we don't have to kill ourselves working and go take vacations together and do this together and do that together. You know what I'm saying? Because the man's paying all the bills. He getting it out there. And sometimes brothers are working hard jobs. So if anything, you should not want him working hard. If you can assist and help him on some things, then do that. But yeah, so if a woman tells you, I ain't doing that, I mean, she has every right to say that, which she's not going to do. But a real woman that's down, a woman who's cool and down, she's going to do whatever it takes to make sure that as a couple, we're good. So, hey, if I got to work a little, to work something and help with these bills, if I got to do this, if I got to do that, hey, I'm down because that's what I do. I'm all about us being good. And when a man, we talking about a decent man, have a woman like that, he gonna be like, oh, shit, I don't want my wife working like that. I don't want my, no. I don't want you working like that. Men appreciate good women. We talking about good men. We ain't talking about some of the men y'all get with and say, I was a good woman to him and he cheated, he did this. That guy was horrible when you met him. And you know it. You just overlooked it for lust reasons and looks and anything else. But you knew that dude wasn't right. Come on now.